Hey there everyone, and welcome to the Uke Stuff channel. Every day I grab a different ukulele and I bring it into school with me, and today I grabbed this one. This is the solid Acacia Aklot ukulele. And this was something that I reviewed last year, and it's gone through the winter. And I just recently did sort of a how did it do with my Ukulele long neck soprano. And I thought, you know what, since I have this here, I might as well talk about how did this one do over the winter. And again, spoiler alert, it did just fine. And again, let me show you my strategy. I do just keep them in their normal gig bag. So here's the Aklot gig bag. I just keep them in there, but I put a couple things in there. First of all, in the case loose, I put a 50 milliliter test tube. So that is 50 milliliters of a combination of water beads, sort of like Orbeez, the small ones, and I bought off eBay some time ago. Then I drill out that test tube, and you can see the pattern that's in there. I have a little sort of mold that I drop it in, and I drill through it to make these. And I put that in there. I fill it about, I think, 10%, and then it absorbs the rest. This is ready to be rehydrated again. I mean, there's still some in there. I call that my insurance one because it makes sure that if these dry out, that it still has humidity. And then I put 2 of these in the sound hole. And these are pretty dry, very dry actually, and are ready to be humidified again too. Although we're reaching the point here where I work in Minnesota and live in Wisconsin that the humidity is going back up, so I don't have to really worry about this too much anymore. But how did this instrument make it? Well, let me show you. Taking a look at it, there are no cracks, still in great shape, beautiful wood, and it's done just fine. There's no bowing of the neck or anything like that. It made it just fine with that little bit of humidity care. About once every 2 weeks, I'd have to go and fill up those humidifiers and make sure that it stayed humidified over the winter, and that was enough. And again, I do drop 2 of the smaller test tubes inside the sound hole. Sometimes they actually fall in, and that doesn't bother me. Some people wonder, like, do they leak? No, they don't leak. The water beads just absorb that water and just release it naturally. As long as it's dry when you drop it in, like the test tube is dry, it's fine. So the other thing that I did is this thing originally came with other strings. I think it was the Dario Titaniums, and I didn't think it sounded very good. So these are my traditional Martin 600s that I put on most things, and I am just really pleased by the sound. Again, this is solid Acacia. This is not a laminate ukulele. It's a little bit heavy. Yeah, it's developed a lot of sustain. These strings help with the high, bright end. And actually, of all the Acacia instruments that I own, and I own quite a few now that are solid Acacia, this one is the brightest of the bunch. So I'm very pleased with it. Are there negatives about it? Well, I gave the finish a little bit of a hard time because it's not a completely mirror finish. There's, you can see some pockets in there. Really, that doesn't really matter too much. I wish the neck was a little slimmer. And in thinking about it, there are these sort of edges right up here that are kind of distinct that I wish weren't there. But beyond that, if the neck was just that much of a different profile and you took care of that, yeah, this would be a just like knock out of the park home run. Already, I think it's really good. If you bought one of these, there'd be nothing to apologize for at all. It's a beautiful instrument. And I think also in my review, I said I would have liked a black fretboard, which I still think is true, and a black bridge. But hey, I'll take it. It's still beautiful. It's still a beautiful ukulele, and it plays well and sounds great. So how did it make it? It made it very well, and I think that it's aging well. Some people don't think that ukuleles change with time. So anyway, this one definitely sounds better today than when I got it. Of course, you're also dealing with different strings as well since that time. So that's just a quick update on the Aklot Solid Acacia Concert Ukulele. Yeah, pretty impressed by this. Glad I brought it in with me today to school. All right, thanks for watching the channel. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.